Hi, hello, welcome back to our channel. In this video, I'll show you our beautiful part of India, that is an island, and name of that island is Andaman and Nicobar. First of all, I'll discuss where to take flight to the Port Blair, that is the capital of Andaman. You can take direct flight. Yeah, you can take direct flight from Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai, and other indirect flights are also available from different parts of India. In our case, me and my husband took connecting flights from Delhi to Chennai and again from Chennai to Port Blair. For one person, flight cost may come from 15k to 20k for round trips to Andaman. According to that, you can calculate the flight costing for as much people are planned to tour Andaman. Now, here flight is about to land in Andaman. Then after landing in Port Blair, we went to the hotel that we have already booked before 1 month and we'll have tour of it also. Let's see our hotel room. As usual, there is a double bed with balcony. There are some tea, coffee pouches with water boiler jug on the side of bed with a pair of cup and glasses. And this is the interior of our hotel room, and we can also enjoy view from hotel room balcony also. Here is the view from our balcony room. After that, we both went for lunch. After freshen up, you can hire auto car for sightseeing in the Port Blair, but we booked an auto to enjoy all the sightseeing, to explore more about beauty and nature of Andaman and Nicobar Island. So first of all, we'll visit a small beach in our Port Blair. So this is a small beach with some water activities which is known as Corvin Cove Beach. This beautiful beach is a charmer irrespective of being crowded. The amazing blue water on one side and the palm trees on the other is a visual treat. We spent around half an hour by clicking photos and videos. Then, from Port Blair City by boat, we went to Ross Island, which took 20 minutes from Port Blair. This Ross Island, officially named Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Deep by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2018. This island, first occupied by 1782, and a sanatorium was built there, and then again in 1857 by the British, who used it as administrative headquarters for 85 years. During this time, a lot of important government offices were made by the British on this penal settlement, which were later abandoned after an earthquake in 1941. The ruin of these old buildings made by Indian prisoners are still present at Ross, textured by thick roots of people and cedar trees that takes us back to an era long gone yet still remembered. The whole experience is even more mesmerizing with its protected forest, which is a sanctuary of variety of birds and animals, including peacocks and deer, that present an amazing experience for people who love to walk around and enjoy their time in the lap of nature under the shade of tall tropical trees. The most unique thing about the island is that civilian settlement of any kind is provided by the administration, which means there is no place to stay at night here, and therefore everyone must leave the island before dawn. Reminiscent of World War II, the Japanese bunkers are the relics of the bygone era and can easily spotted across Port Blair tourist places. These attest to time when a siege on this island was attempted. A popular place to be visited in Port Blair, the bunkers are situated on the way to Ross Island and Corbin Cove Beach. The capital town is one of the most visited tourist places in the country and is frequented by people from all over the world. The summer season is the best time to enjoy exciting water sports and activities, whereas winter season is perfect if you want to spend quality time with your loved ones on its serene beaches. Speaking of these Japanese bunkers particularly, you can visit this historic site around the year. However, the majority of tourists visit Port Blair as a port of transit to other islands, but the capital city has so much to offer than it has been credited for. The place is home to number of significant historical places, and one of them is Japanese bunker. Deer Park is one of the best tourist places to visit in Ross Island, especially for animal lovers. This sanctuary offers a unique opportunity to observe and appreciate stunning deer in their natural habitat as they roam freely within the protected area. The Andaman administration has taken measures to ensure the safety and well being of these graceful creatures. In addition to deer, you may also encounter peacocks during your visit to Deer Park. These beautiful birds, known for their vibrant plumage, can often be spotted in the park's surroundings. While they typically reside in the jungle, they are comfortable in the presence of humans and may even come close to visitors. It's a wonderful chance to admire their beauty and observe their calm and gentle nature. When visiting Deer Park, it's important to remember a few guidelines. Please refrain from approaching or touching the animals as they should be allowed to roam undisturbed. It is strictly prohibited to feed the deer or any other animal in the park. This ensures their well-being. And then we returned to Port Blair city, and at night we moved to the flag point, that is the Tiranga point in the Port Blair city. Having great historical importance, the flag point is the exact spot where the Indian flag was hoisted by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose for the first time on Indian soil on 30th December 1943. At present, a flagpole stands at an altitude of 150 feet in the South Point area in the capital town that can be seen from the Rajiv Gandhi Water Sports Complex. A statue of Netaji is also visible from there. Then on another day afternoon, we moved to Chidia Tapu, that is called on Bard Island on the southernmost tip of South Andaman Island, around 28 kilometers from Srivijayapuram. This little haven boasts a rich history whispered by the rustling mangroves and calls of exotic bats. Legends say Chidia Tapu was once a sacred ground for the indigenous Zarawa tribe. Today it's a mosaic of experience. Imagine a horseshoe-shaped beach cradled by emerald forest on one side and dramatic cliffs on the other. The sand stretches out like a welcome mat, and the turquoise waters of Andaman Sea laps gently at the shore, their rhythmic dance a constant lullaby. The road trip you take to the reach Chidia Tapu isn't just a journey, it paves the way to an unspoiled haven of natural beauty. From Sri Vijayapuram, you can hire a cab or opt for a self driven trip to reach this nature's paradise. Zidia Tapu's charm lies in its vibrant tapestry of biodiversity. Stepping inside this sanctuary, visitors are met with an explosion of colors and melodies created by over 45 species of exotic bats that call this home. Their vibrant plumage turning the skies into a canvas for nature's artistry. Furthermore, an abundance of indigenous flora flourishes within this unique ecosystem, while mangrove forests add ancient mystic. Chidia Tapu offers captivating walks towards golden beaches with mesmerizing sunset that leave you breathless. Picture this: the sun is painting the sky with vibrant colors as it dips below the horizon. The golden light dances on the water, creating a magical scene. Then, after our tour, we went for the dinner in our hotel. On next day, after our breakfast, we went to do some shopping from Port Blair city. After that, in afternoon, we went to the cellular jail. Let's have a look of it. The Andaman and Nicobar Island attracted the attention of many colonial power as early as the 17th century. The Nicobar Islands were already in frequent contact with the outside world. William Dampier's account of 1688 shows the Nicobaris traded in coconut oil and ambergris. Danish, Dutch, and Moravian missionaries were active in the island. The Nicobaris have been described as honest, civil, harmless people. The peace loving Nicobaris were in stark contrast to the fearsome aborigines of Andaman. Their fate's reputation was based more on hearsay than fact. They were erroneously described as cannibals who used poison arrows, captured passing ships, and slaughtered the crews. The First War of Independence of 1857 gave the British the excuse to occupy and develop Ireland as a penal colony. Transporting the freedom fighters of great outbreak would serve as terrible punishment to them. Crossing the sea would make the Sipais, who were mostly Brahmins and Kshatriyas, to lose their caste so precious to every Indian. The inhospitable environment and the savage would further enhance their sufferings. Being able bodied and trained soldiers, their energy could be profitably used for empire building. The end result, a well fortified and provisioned position in the middle of the Bay of Bengal where ships could take shelter during the storms and also control the busy shipping lanes when the need arose. The indigenous plan was carried out with such haste that the penal colony started functioning at Port Blair even before the conclusion of the revenging operation of the 1857 uprising. In December 1857, Pluto, a paddle wheel steamer from Kolkata, sailed for the Andamans. On board was a committee under leadership of Dr. Frederick J. Moth, a physician and an expert in setting up jails. His task was to scout for the right location to set up a penal colony. On March 10, 1858, exactly 11 months 19 days after Mangal Pandey fired the first shot of revolt, the SS Samiramis dropped anchor off Chatham Island, the place where Aberdeen Blair founded the first settlement in 1789 and named it Port Cornwallis. 200 freedom fighter Sipahi mutineers to British were brought ashore. Major James Pattison Walker, a military doctor and a former superintendent of Agra jail, set them to work at a brisk pace to clear the jungle. Another penal settlement was born. The cruel pace set by workers started coming life from very first day. The movement of chain were removed to facilitate working in the forest. The prisoners made desperate bid to escape. Those recaptured were hanged immediately. One day Walker hanged 86. Many were killed by the Aboriginal tribes. One escaped convict lived with the Andamanis for about a year to return and warned the settlement of an impending attack by tribesmen. The Battle of Aberdeen was one-sided battle. The bows and arrows of Andamanis were no match for the British musket. As the settlement grew, hardened criminals from undivided India and Burma were also brought in. The hard labor of chain gangs working under stern jamdars and overseers quickly produced the necessary infrastructure, palatial bungalows for the administrator and barracks for the prisoners, a jail and a formidable gallows for those who refused to reform sprung upon Ross and Viper. A sawmill on Chatham supplied the timber convicts worked under the brick and lime kilns, iron grills, chain fitters, shackles, flogging stands, and oil mill came directly from England. Soon the settlement attracted so much attention that Lord Mayo, the Governor General, paid a visit and paid for it with his life. Sher Ali, an Afridi Pathan serving a life sentence for murder and inspired by fellow Wahhabi convicts, stabbed the viceroy to death at the foot of Harriet on February 8, 1872. With the freedom movement picking up momentum, the number of freedom fighters sentenced to transportation also increased. The need arose for high security jail that could hold a large number in solitary confinement. Construction of cellular jail started in 1896 and was completed in 1906. A massive three-storied structure shaped like a starfish, seven wings radiating from central watchtower, the standard design of most British jails, a facility where 698 souls could be kept in solitary confinement. Prominent among them are the name of Binayak Damodar Savarkar, Varindra Kumar Ghosh, that is the brother of Sri Aurobindo, wife Paramanand of the Ghadar party, and many more convicted in various conspiracy cases. The cellular jail is the most prominent landmark of Port Blair, or for that matter, the Andaman and Nicobar Island. The first stop for any dignitary visiting the island is the Martyr Memorial inside the jail. Many familiar with the history of freedom struggle are moved to tears at the sight of flogging sand, oil mill, and the other instrument of torture on display in the jail museum. A must on the itinerary of all tourists is the sound and light show every evening, which brings a life of dark chapter in the history of the island as penal settlement. A jail will mark its centenary on March 10, 2006. It has been a long journey for the jail, from a torture machine to national memorial, from a dreaded prison to place of pilgrimage, a place where the memories of brave freedom fighters are revived and patriotic fervor surge through the veins of visitors. Fortunately, not a single tourist was killed or injured during the earthquake and tsunami of 26 December 2004. The most popular beaches and tourism infrastructure were unaffected. Tourists are once again thronging to island in large numbers. The Island Tourism Festival, a fortnight-long mega event during the tourist season, will start on 30th December 2005. Many celebrities from the world of cinema and folk art will grace the occasion. A festive atmosphere prevails in Port Blair during the season. You can see here how prisoners were tortured by the Britishers for such a long time.
এবারে খাই দিয়া ওগুলো খাওয়ার 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 দিতে খাওয়ার ये वाला टूटा फूटा घर देखा था हमने उधर देखा Garden fest. They also had garden fest. Yeah, pine ka pan.